Good Sunday afternoon. We are going to run Kali Linux and install it on this virtual machine. Check my drive space that I set for this virtual drive. Make sure we got enough space. Yeah, 20 gigs should be good, I would hope. Let's start her up. And let's do a graphical install. I am interested with this about the speech synthesis. That's kind of cool. But let's do a graphical install. See how she goes. From what I understand, this is based off of Debian. So it's going to use the apt system. Yeah, we're in the United States, American English. Alright, host name. Penguin Kali. Interesting. It's mouse is kind of weird. Mouse pulling's odd. Full name for the new user. We'll just call him Penguin. Select the username for the new account. Penguin. Make a very complex password. And we'll do Pacific. Detect the disks. This was an old BSD install that I'm wiping, so we'll see how it handles partitioning. If it lets us just wipe everything or what it does. I always do a separate home partition. It just makes it a little easier to back stuff up. Overview of your currently configured partitions and mount points. So it gives you 6 gigs for home. Okay. Should be fine. And if you continue, the changes will be written to disk. Yes! Wipe the drive. There we go. Installing the base system for Kali Linux. So this 2022 Kali Linux installer seems about as good or better than the Fedora installer. I do think the partitioning choices are much more logical than the Fedora. The way the Fedora setup was with selecting everything was really convoluted. So this is actually better in my opinion. Alright, just installing software apparently. Alright. Oh, look at that. They give you your choice of different options here, huh? Yeah, we could use the FCE. That's cool that they got Plasma and Gnome. I actually prefer Plasma, but yeah, we can use XFCE since that's our default. Okay, let's just install that. Now what we're gonna do is, after this, we're gonna do a couple of tests. I want to check out a couple of the options here in this program. There's a couple of cool things, especially like the, there's a thing that's like a hiding program. So when you're running Kali, it changes your desktop to look just like Windows 11, which I thought was interesting. I think that's pretty neat. And that would be a cool thing to maybe export and put on something else. If you have an XFCE system, you could install that. Put it on your regular desktop. Pretty neat option, if you ask me. Let's see what other options there were. Yeah, so this it's called Kali Undercover. And it was released in version 2019.4. And apparently you just type Kali-undercover and it changes your desktop to look like Windows 11. So that's pretty neat. And then it's got default tool credentials already locked in. I found that. It's right on the website. It's got Metasploit already built in. PowerShell, Empire, Starkiller. Basic MySQL. Yeah, it's all just pretty simple. So we'll see how it goes. Shout out to Stream Beats for the music today. Harris Heller is awesome. You should check out his channel if you ever have a chance. He's got a couple of channels now. He's doing a new one. He's got the Alpha Gaming channel, the Harris Heller channel, and I think he's doing a new one soon. So shout out to him. See if I can find it. Yeah, the channel is Alpha Gaming House. And then you also have Harris Heller. And apparently he's starting a new channel, which I don't know what it's called yet, but music comes from him, and then puts it all up open source, so any streamer can use it. And it's free to use. Or at least it's not, well, I guess it's free. You're still paying for Spotify, but, you know, he gets credit for that. So it's pretty neat. So this is just stream beats and totally free, so it's kind of nice. I really think that's a cool idea. I'm glad that he's doing that. Gives us something to listen to while we're sitting around waiting on installs. I will be interested to see how Kali Undercover works. So we'll see what happens there. Boy, this install takes a while, don't it? There's a lot to the Kali install, though. It's a pretty big... It's got a bunch of software installed. Wow. Looking at tools removed from Kali. And holy mackerel, look at this. Python 2, Python 2, Python 2. Oh, all these programs that never updated to Python 3 just got removed. I mean, at this point, if your stuff is still based off Python 2, just rewrite it. It's not that hard to refactor it. I guess it is. There's a lot to it, but it is kind of the deal when you're running software. It's based off of another app. I just thought that was funny. It's like a dozen different programs, and they're all Python 2. Interesting. So Kali originally was based off of Knoppix. Then they went to Slacks. Then they went to Slackware. That's when I remember it first being made. Then they went to Backtrack version 4, which was when they switched to Ubuntu. And then they went to Debian in 2015 or 2013. And they've been Debian since. Now they're Debian testing and rolling. It's interesting. It's almost like I wonder if Black Arch basically took what they do in Kali and then just took all the packages and just made an installer in Arch Linux. Because when I used Black Arch, it was basically Kali, like almost all the stuff, but it didn't have all the configuration stuff. So it's kind of interesting. Bit rate too high, huh? Let's take a look at my bit rate. Oh, it is. Yeah, we'll set it to that and see if that does anything for you guys. Saying my bit rate was too high, that might cause issues with you. Yeah, I am really interested in this Kali undercover. I kind of want to get those scripts and just get that for an XFCE install, just to have it. I wonder if that's on GitHub. Let's see, Kali undercover scripts, GitHub. Maybe it's on GitLab, I don't know. Kali scripts. Oh, here's so much crap. Oh man. Not what I'm looking for, bubs. Kali undercover. Just trying to see if I can find the actual scripts for Kali undercover, like where they're at. Or waiting on this. Let's take a look. Not seeing it. Okay, so Kali has this in a deb package. I don't see any documentation on where to get it, though. Okay, so they create the Windows 10 GTK theme by Boomerang Project. Changes the wallpaper automatically with the script. Okay, so here's the archive pool for Kali undercover. So if you wanted to get the files manually and play around with it, looks like you get the tar file here instead of having the deb, and then just install this on XFCE. This is kind of old. It's like a year old. I'm sure there's a new version because this is 2022. That is interesting. It's a year old and it still works fine. So it's just an XFCE install, I guess. You just run this little script and boom, pops up. I don't know, it looks cool. I'm excited about that part of it. It is a very long install, I'll tell you. It's crazy. Put this stuff on dark mode. Alright, select and install software. Oh, it's doing grub now. Boy, oh boy. Seems new installation is the only operating system, so it should be safe to install the grub bootloader. Install grub, yes. Continue. Just do it. Just do it. Just make it work. And we're just updating. Wow, it is taking a while. I put 8 gigs of RAM on this thing and 4 processors too. So you'd think it would be reasonably reasonable speed. Installation is complete. All right, this isn't going to do much good for us. Okay. Not shut off. All right, shut off. There we go. Okay, let's boot her and see how we do. Well, so far, at least it started. Welcome to Grub. Oh, look at that little Kali boot screen. And a very complex password. Oh, look at that. We're in Kali Linux. That quick. What is this? Okay, let's check this out. Oh my god, it does. It looks just like Windows 10. That is hilarious. That is amazing. And we can flip it back. Dude, that is super cool. Oh, look at this. It's got a little telling you how things are going. So this got BTOP installed. Look at that. I love this little network manager at the top at XFCE. That's cool. So let's see BTOP. Okay. There we go. Wow, that's cool. That's really nice. It's just so easy to do. Okay. So what all we got on here? We got all kinds of crap, don't we? Look at all this stuff. Still got Nmap. It's just beautiful. Net Discover. It's got Metasploit. I'm assuming you have to start Metasploit up. Sure they have like some special stuff you gotta do. Yeah. Look at that. Get right into the console, like super fast. Okay, and you can use MSFDB to configure it. Is it exit? Yeah. Okay. And then MSFD, the MSFDB. Yeah, so you would do like sudo msfdb, and that'll give you all the options. It's funny. So then you can do a init and you can change it if you want. So that's great. Yeah, so Kali's pretty good. Let's see how the updates work. Oh, lots of stuff to do. We'll do an upgrade and just see if you have any problems there. Yeah, we didn't want to do that. button. But yeah, all in all, I think this distro is pretty clean. This is a really good release by them. I'm really impressed with that Kali undercover. That thing to me is pretty cool. Like, I could see that being useful, not just for pen testing, but I could see that being useful for just daily driving. If you just don't want to be bothered if people are looking at your screen or something, you could just, nobody knows what you're running. Sometimes when you're running Linux at a coffee shop or something, people look at you weird. That would be a cool thing to do. Just have it look like something else. I think choosing XFCE and having it configured this way is really good too. I really like the desktop the design that they picked. I think that's really cool. The process manager and the network manager up there is really cool up at the top. I really like the way that's designed. It's really smooth. XFCE still has a little bit of rough edges on the rounded corners and stuff, but all in all, it's pretty nice. I give it a thumbs up. Took a little while to get this installed. I mean, just the install itself just takes forever because there's just so much to install. And being Debian based, I could see how you might have issues at some point with, you know, dependency hell. But I think with this kind of with this software, you're going to be installing it often, right? You're going to be tossing it on a laptop and taking it out to do your job. When being done with it, it's not really a daily driver. I mean, I guess you could make it your daily driver. I wonder if you could get Steam installed on it and stuff. Probably wouldn't recommend it with all the crap that's installed on the machine. I wouldn't want to trust it for my own personal stuff. I'd have to install everything by hand to trust it more, but for testing and penetration testing to, you know, see if something works real quick, and I think it would be pretty nice. Interesting. So as it's updating, it just disconnected the network. I'm assuming it did that for just a second. Now it's fixing itself. Boy, that would be funny if it disconnects itself when it's upgrading. Oh yeah, okay, so it disconnected itself and then it reconnected itself. I was gonna say, if it did that, that would have been funny. It just killed itself after you upgraded. It'd be typical BS, man. I really like that, like a little animated thing that they did. That's kind of cool. Man, guys, you did a good job on this distro. It's pretty neat. Lots of cool stuff going on here. Create launcher, create URL link. Open as root, just boom, boom, boom. Man, this is just such a great DE. XFCE is really nice. So fast. I really like this up here. CPU graph. What is this? So it's just a CPU graph plugin. That's cool. Just works. Oh, interesting. So after the update, the panel changed. Notice how the panel is not as solid color, system style. Can we make it so it's all the way across the top again? Look at that. Make it see-through. Oh, okay, so the panel is now no longer all... Oh, wait, you know what it is? I never set the... How do you set the... It's not 1024, that's what's going on, 1920. That's the problem. I think it was set to that way, but... Settings manager, maybe? Let's see. Where do you go? Video settings. What would it be under? PT5 settings, maybe? Nope. Appearance. Nope. Okay, where do we go? Desktop settings. Icons. Background. The update, it changed your default desktop. So we got to figure that one out. How do we change the thing to be 1920 by 1080? You would think that would be pretty simple. Oh, maybe settings and display. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's something that could probably be adjusted. Keep this. That's better. Oh, that looks 1,000 times better. Okay. That looks good. Yeah, okay. Go to desktop settings. Oh, that's busy. I don't know, a little too busy for me. That's a pretty nice desktop. Do you have VS Code? Nope. Got that root and terminal. Need to go to terminal. And it just has it. It's just out there, so you can just install Code OSS. Boom, done. How awesome is that? Just already got it built into the thing. Built into the packages. That's just great. What a great distro. I gotta say, that's really great. So let's see if it installed it. Let's see if it shows up. Maybe under software. Boom. It's right there. That's so good. That is so good. Boom. Got code OSS. Wow, that's just super good. Okay. Yeah, so I think I gotta give this an A+ for an install. This was probably one of the easier ones I've done in a while. Holy crap. This took like, what, 30 minutes? Yeah, 30 minutes to get a full usable desktop that's looks good, has everything you want. And I mean, dude, this Kali undercover, this thing is so cool. That is the coolest thing right there. That is just so amazingly cool. It's just so good. I just love it. I just love that you can do that. It just immediately changes your desktop. That is so cool. I gotta find out what the scripts are for that. That would be a cool one to add to KDE. If you could find that for KDE, that would be pretty fun. Man, I gotta say, I'm very impressed. Like, if I wanted a pen testing distro or something I was going to do a bunch of like network programming on, this would be the application to use for network programming. So this is just so good. There's so much in it. I wonder if it's using ZSH. Is it using ZSH? Let's bash. Set a fancy prompt. Interesting. Okay. So they just did it all in here. They basically did it all on Xterm. That's cool. All right. Well, that was fun. I just wanted to throw together an install for this and see how it looked. I think we've got it pretty much cooking. There's not a lot else to check because really with this application, you're just wanting to install Kali and get it running. So I guess there's not much to it. You install it, it works. Everything's amazing. Obviously, it's got everything you'd ever want for pen testing to start out, and then you could always install extra stuff if you need. But kudos to the Kali team. This is really, really cool. All right, well, I'm going to call it a night. All right, well, thanks for watching.